Today we'll be doing a video on SCAT 3, which stands for the Sport Concussion Assessment Tool. It is a standardized tool used for evaluating injured athletes for concussions and can be used on athletes 13 years of age or older.
What is a concussion? A concussion is a disturbance in brain function caused by a direct or indirect blow to the head. It should be suspected that a concussion is present if they show symptoms, abnormal behavior, impaired brain function, and or any other physical signs.
I'm Austin, and I'll be playing the part of the athletic trainer in this situation.
And I'm Jana, and I'll be playing the concussed athlete.
Alright, so I'm going to be performing the Glasgow Coma scale and the MAG score. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I just got hit in the head with a golf ball.
Okay, well, do you know where you're at today?
Track. Maybe.
Do you know what you were doing?
Walking.
Okay, can you wiggle your fingers for me? Alright.
Ow.
Okay, so because her eyes were open, she would receive a 4 out of 4. Because she was kind of confused in her answers, she would receive a 4 out of 5. And because she localized the pain in her forehead, she would receive a 5 out of 6.
Hey, I'm Paul. I'll be playing the role of the clinician today, and I'll be doing background and symptom evaluation.
And I'm Austin, and I'll be the injured athlete.
Hey Austin, what's going on, man?
Hey, so I was just jogging around the track this afternoon, just a normal daily jog, and lacrosse practice was going on, and all of a sudden, just a ball just nailed me right in the forehead. I've got a massive headache right now.
Nails you right in the forehead.
Yeah. Wow.
Alright, have you ever had any concussions before?
No,
Not before this? Okay, it's the first time. Have you ever been hospitalized?
No.
Had any imaging done on your head before?
No.
No? You ever been diagnosed with headaches or migraines?
No.
Okay, do you have any learning disabilities, dyslexia, ADHD?
Not has been diagnosed.
Not just been diagnosed, okay. Have you ever been diagnosed with depression, anxiety,
No.
anything like that? Okay. Has anyone in your family ever been diagnosed with any head injuries, head problems?
No.
No? Okay. Alright. Based on like how you feel right now, just kind of rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 6 of these questions that I asked you, these words. Okay? So, you have a current headache?
Yeah, it's probably a 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. Pressure in your head?
About 3.
About 3. Alright. Neck pain?
No, no pain.
No neck pain. Nausea?
No.
No.
Probably a 1 or 2.
Blurred vision?
No.
No. Sensitivity to light?
The sunlight kind of hurt my eyes.
Sensitivity to noise?
No.
No. Feeling slowed down?
Probably a 1.
Yeah. You feel like you're in a fog at all?
No.
No. You don't feel right, just in general?
Yeah, probably a 2.
Probably a 2. Okay. Difficulty concentrating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Having a hard
probably
time in class? Or
yeah, probably
something
3.
like that? Okay. Difficulty remembering things?
No, probably a 1.
Okay. You feel fatigued or low energy?
Yeah, I'm kind of tired, so probably a 2.
Okay. Confusion at all?
No.
No. Drowsy?
Yeah, I'm kind of sleepy.
Kind of sleepy.
Probably a 1.
You have trouble falling asleep at night?
No.
No?
It's about
2. You feel more emotional?
No, 0.
Okay. Irritability?
No, just a lot of questions.
Okay. Sad at all?
No.
Nervous or anxious?
No. Probably 0.
So do any of the symptoms that I just went through get worse with physical activity?
Probably just a headache.
Just a headache? Okay. And then how about worse with mental activity, like sitting in class or anything?
Like if I was concentrating, like if I was reading something.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so I'm Jana, and I'm going to be playing the athletic trainer today, doing the cognitive and neck evaluation.
And I'm Martin. I'll be playing the athlete today.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions and just give me an answer. And this is graded on a 1 or 0, you either get it or you don't. Okay, so what month is it?
October.
What's today's date?
The 20th.
What day of the week is it?
It is Wednesday.
What year is it?
2016.
And what time is it right now? So I say within 1 hour.
10:30.
So on that part of the assessment, he would have gotten a 4 out of 5 because he got everything right except the date. Okay, now I'm going to read off a list of words to you, and you repeat them back to me as many as you can remember in any order. We have elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble.
Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, star.
Okay, we're going to do it two more times. Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble.
Apple, carpet, saddle, hippopotamus, clock.
Okay, one more time. Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble.
Radius, orange, horseshoe, banana.
Okay, so for trial 1, he got a 4 out of 5. He got a 4. Trial 2, he got a 3. And trial 3, he got a 0. Okay, now I'm going to list off a list of words and a list of numbers, and I want you to tell them to me backwards. Ready? 4, 9, 3.
3, 9, 4.
Okay. 3, 8, 1, 4.
4, 1, 8, 3.
Alright. 6, 2, 9, 7, 1.
1, 7, 9, 2, 6.
7, 1, 8, 4, 6, 2.
2, 6, 8, 4, 7, 1.
Okay, so on that one he got a 3 out of 4. He missed the last one. Okay, and now give me the months in reverse, starting with August.
August, July, June, May, October, November, September, December.
So now you get a 0 because that is not in the right order. So on the concentration score, we got a 3 out of 5. On the immediate memory, he got a 7 out of 15. And on the orientation score, he got a 4 out of 5. So now we're going to do a neck examination. We're going to test your range of motion first. I'm going to just have you look down, look up, left and right, new pain, weakness. Okay, any pain here
Yeah.
on this side.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have you put your arms out like this.
Okay.
And don't let me push you down. Alright, a little weak on that side. Alright, squeeze my fingers. Hard as you can. I'll take it easy. Okay, now do a bicep curl. And don't let me pull you down. Okay, and then have a seat for me. Alright, and push forward. Don't let me. Okay, now push back. Okay, push forward. Alright, and push back. So he has a little weakness on his left side. Could be for concussion, could just be sort of, who knows. But that's how you do the neck evaluation. And now we're going to do a delayed recall. Can you repeat any of those words back to me that I told you earlier?
Saddle, bubble, apple. Octopus. December.
So you get a 3 out of 5 on the delayed recall. Hope you remember 3. the 5 words that I told him earlier.
My name is Martin, and I'm going to be the AT today, performing the balance error scoring system on Paul, my athlete.
So Paul will be playing the role of the athlete.
Okay, so the best is administered in 2 rounds, one with your eyes open and one with your eyes closed, with 3 different stances. So first, double leg, eyes open, and then double leg, eyes closed, and then single leg with on the non-dominant, eyes open, hands on hips, and then eyes closed. And then the other one is tandem, just like this, with the non-dominant foot in the back, and just eyes open and then eyes closed. So for each one of these, if the hands come off the hips, it'll be a point, which is an error. If they wobble too much, it's an error. And then if the other foot touches the ground, it's an error. So any kind of abnormal movement would be counted as an error. Okay, so first I would begin by telling my athlete, Paul, to take off his shoes, please. And then I would also determine what kind of surface we are on. Right now we're just on plain floor. And then I would also ask the athlete, what is your dominant foot?
The right foot.
Okay, so first we will begin with the double leg, eyes open. Okay, so this would be administered for 30 seconds, and I did not count any errors because there was no abnormal balance problems. Second, I would like you to do the single leg, hands on hips, on the non-dominant, eyes open. Okay, so for this one there was no errors. And lastly, let's do tandem with the non-dominant in the back. Okay, good job. There was also no errors for this one after 30 seconds. And for the second round, he will be doing these tests again with his eyes closed. Okay, so after 30 seconds, I counted 2 errors because he came off of his foot twice. And for the second one, we'll be doing single leg on the non-dominant for another 30 seconds. Okay, so for this one I counted 5 errors because he came off his foot like 3 times and he had some pretty bad balance problems. And for the last one we'll be doing tandem with the non-dominant in the back. Okay, and for this one I only counted 2 errors. Okay, so also for the best, there's a third round where you would perform everything we just did on an Eric's board, and you would also count the errors the same way we counted it right now. So for in any single stance, if the score gets to 10, you would immediately stop and the athlete would fail. The best is also a better way. You would also need a baseline so you can compare it to a concussed athlete and then a normal athlete, and to see if they have any balance problems at the beginning, and so you can compare them to both. Alright, so for the coordination, I'm going to have him touch his finger to his nose and then follow my finger every single time and touch it. You ready? Okay, so if the athlete were to experience any delayed reactions to that, it would be indicative of a concussion. It'll just help you further evaluate the concussion.
Okay, so that is how you do the SCAT 3, and based on our findings, our athlete does have a concussion because he had really bad scores on something, maybe like a mild concussion, not a very severe concussion, because he did have some good scores and some bad scores.